Now look, I've been on record to say I've never been the biggest fan of Cam Newton, right? He played for Auburn. He played for the Carolina Panthers. As a Saints fan, as an LSU fan, you can understand why. Never really was too fond of his personality. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like the dude don't know the game. If you haven't seen it, a lot of people are going at him for his comments that he made, towards Jalen Hurts. Saying that he's not a top 10 quarterback. I don't necessarily agree with that part. But he also made this comment right here.
Jalen Hurts is the quarterback you got to go through in the NFC to win the Super Bowl.
You do not need to go through Jalen Hurts.
Who do you need to go through?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Damn.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I 100% agree. Normally, when you make a comment like that, you're talking about elite quarterbacks that dominate the game, control the game. There's no way to really stop them. Their pre-snap play is great. That's not necessarily Jalen Hurts. Now, that's not to take away from him and say that he's not a good quarterback. I just don't think that he's elite in a way that some people put him in. Now, do I have to commend him for what he did in the Super Bowl? I do think, some players can be very hard-headed and don't understand and just do your part. And I really saw him take advantage and just do exactly what they had rehearsed. And it worked. The Eagles is a great team. And I firmly believe that you could plug in several other quarterbacks into that great team that they had last year. And multiple will win Super Bowls. We saw a lot of elite quarterbacks back then that had other reasons why they didn't win championship rings or multiple championship rings. Their defense was trash. They didn't have the receivers or anything like that around them. And that's often the argument when it comes to Jalen Hurts. He has everything around him that he needs in order to make him great. A great running back, like Saquon Barkley, 2 great receivers, the elite defense. Like I said, there's nothing to take away from him, but I don't really see it as hate, coming from Cam Newton. I just think it's because who he is, his personality. A lot of people take it as hate, but honestly, he's just speaking straight up facts.